Sandra from Make Money, Make Cash, and in this video I want to talk to you about, should you take your items to a charity shop or should you sell them online? When to do which? What works best for you? So if you remember this is an Eeyore cuddly toy that I got given by my ex. If you've seen the shorts, I said it's got to go because when you've got old energies, you need to literally get rid of those old energies in your home, in your life, and you need to sell your stuff and move on, right? Now, there's been a major change happening in my life. Just in the last 24 hours, I found out my landlord is going to be selling my home. And so whilst I think it's really good to sell your items and get money for them, sometimes it works best if you just go to charity shops, get rid of stuff and clear it through, right? So when should you go to a charity shop and when should you try to sell something online, right? So sometimes you'll put stuff online for sale on eBay, on Facebook Marketplace and Vinted, and the truth is it won't sell. Now, this doesn't mean to say you'll never get sales. I have a 5-star rating on Facebook Marketplace. I have 43 reviews. So, I've definitely sold 43 items. I've sold way beyond that because the way the system works on Facebook Marketplace now is they don't tend to have the review system in place like they used to. It disappeared, but you still kept your previous reviews. At one point it came up with like, do you want people to review this stuff that they bought like a year ago? And it's like, no, you don't really want them to do that because the item you sold to them might have had some issue with it later on, and maybe they've used it and got rid of it, and so they're not going to give you the review that they would have given you at the time. So say the item they bought was really, really good and they loved it at the time, but say they've used it and they've just got no more use for it or given it away or something, changed their mind about it, you're going to get a bad review for them. So I would not recommend doing that, right? So if you were fortunate enough to be on Facebook Marketplace when they did the reviews, then it was a really good system they had in place, and I had a whole strategy for how to get reviews, and that's why I got a lot of them. They were genuine reviews, but what I did was I basically gave them a review first and then said it would be great if they reviewed me. That's called the law of reciprocity. When you do something for someone else, often they will want to do stuff for you, but you can't tell them to do it because it wouldn't be genuine then, right? You just have to see if they will do it. If they're happy with your service and they're happy with your product, you can ask them, would you be able to possibly give me a review for that? It would be great if you could. Or it would be wonderful if you could give me a review if you enjoyed my service, if you liked the product, So this Eeyore has been sat in my home for over a year, right? And I've been meaning to sell it for a long time. And I've had to bath this Eeyore because it's been against my wall. And where I currently live has literally got mold issues going on. So it's been against a damp wall. Now, there was no stains on it, but it did smell really bad. And obviously it would be a bit dirty in the sense that it's had that kind of smell on it. So if you watch my shorts video, I showed you how to bath a cuddly toy, because cuddly toys are really popular usually for selling, but sometimes they get lots of people selling the same stuff. Like last year they had so many people selling Eeyores even beyond Christmas that it just became like difficult to sell them, because there was people were like trying to sell them for like £5 big Eeyores because they just couldn't get rid of them because everyone was trying to do it. This is a different Eeyore to the ones that would usually be put on Marketplace. But having said that, I've had this in my home for like nearly a year. It's been sat on my floor for a little while and I've been meaning to bath it and hadn't got around to it. So I've done it. I've done the shorts video so you can watch how to bath a cuddly toy if you do want to sell it. And I was intending to sell this one, but now because I might have to move home, I don't know yet because the landlord is literally selling my home, and because it's not mine, I rent, and I've been here for 18 years, right? It's actually my anniversary today on the 27th of September 2022 when I'm recording this live. And I've been here 18 years. It's my anniversary, and so that's a long time and a lot of my life. I've really loved living here. I still love living here. So the landlord's going to sell the house with tenants in situ, but if the new owner does not want to take us on as tenants, we will have to move out. We might just get given 1 month's notice. That's all he has to actually give us, is 1 month. But he's told he's told me up front that he's getting people to evaluate the house. So someone's coming round, not this Saturday, the following Saturday, I've got to show them round 3 different estate agents to value the house, like, and then I'll have to obviously show people around who are interested in buying it. So this means I've got to get rid of a lot of my items much, much more quicker than I'd anticipated. Because, if I do have to move, I've got so much stuff in my flat that, it's going to be harder to shift it in 4 weeks. So with that in mind, with the fact I've had this Eeyore a very long time, um, rather than just thinking, oh, I might get a bit of money for it, which could just be as little as £5 or maybe even less than that, maybe a bit more. But because it's older, I've used it. It's classed as a used item because I have had to bath it. It's not got any labels on it. It isn't like in its peak condition as much as it could be. It's going to be harder to sell it. And so for this reason, I've decided to give this one to charity and change my mind on what I originally said on this channel. I was originally going to sell it, but I've decided to give it to charity. I'm giving it to a children's charity shop. So when I say I've given it to charity, I mean give it to a charity shop. And I've chosen a children's charity because they have a lot of mums in this charity. I spoke to the person on the phone yesterday who was in the store, and it's a type of thing mums would buy for their kids, right? And so I'd rather it go quickly and get it out of my home because I can't have this big thing sat around when people are coming to look at the place, right? So any big items like this, it's going to have to go that I don't need, want, or going to use anymore. So I've decided that as I don't know whether I'm moving or not yet, any items that I know that I definitely can't wear, don't need, not going to use, I'm just going to get rid of them. It's going to be hard because I've got so much stuff and I've got other things that I need to be doing in my life. So when should you go to a charity shop? The answer is when you need something to go immediately from your life. Right, you can put it on Marketplace, you can put it on Vinted, you can put it on eBay, you can see what happens in 24 hours. But if you need something out of the way immediately, if you're just cluttering up your home and it's not doing you any good, then go and give it to charity. If you've had stuff on Marketplace, Vinted, and eBay and it's not sold, give it to charity. Give it to a charity shop. There is no point in hogging onto it. But if you chuck it away, that could have actually made someone happy in their life. Like, I know this cuddly toy is going to make a kid probably, or even it could even be a parent, very, very happy, because some parents want to reminisce about their childhood, or some people like me are a big kid at heart. I'm not a parent, I don't ever want to be, but that's my choice, right? So I'm going to change my mind on this and give it to a charity shop. And I phoned Bernardo's up yesterday, had a lovely conversation with a woman on the phone. She said, yes, big cuddly toys we can sell really quickly in our shop, right? So if you're going to do something with your items, do good for the world, do good for other people, make someone's day, take them into charity shops that is going to sell them. So that yesterday I did something that is not normal, and that was to phone the charity shop up and ask them what actually do they want, what donations are helpful to them, what's going to sell for them. Because I used to be the manager of a British Heart Foundation charity shop years ago, and it was so frustrating when you used to get loads of stuff in of the same stuff that didn't sell, and you were crying out for things that you really needed to sell in the store, right? And so you can end up with loads of excess stock that's just doing nothing for no one. In the end, they do have to rag the clothes, especially if they've got baubles on them. This is the truth. So you think, oh, I'm doing a good deed by getting my clothes to charity shops, but they have really high standards in charity shops now. So you have to basically, like, get rid of a lot of your items if they're not up to par, if they're not up to scratch of even being in a charity shop, right? So sometimes you're gonna have to bin the stuff. It's not gonna be available. It's not gonna be available in a charity shop because they're gonna get rid of it anyway. But I have sold broken items on Facebook Marketplace. Whereas I know if a charity shop takes some broken items, they will just literally bin it. So you can sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace that even charity shops won't take. You can sell stuff on like Vinted tops that may have a few little bobbles on them, for example. You must obviously stress this in the description that that has been worn, so that they know that it's not going to be perfect, right? You don't want to be selling really bobbly stuff because you're going to get complaints, right? And so sometimes you're just going to have to bin it, right? But the times to take things to a charity shop are when you want stuff out of your home immediately, and you're not the amount of time it's going to take you to sell the item. You could have actually taken it to a charity shop and got it out of your life. So for me to list this, I would have to take lots of different photographs of it. It's quite hard to photograph because obviously it's quite big. I have little space in my flat. I was going to do it because I thought I had loads of time on my hands, in the sense that, I don't have to get it out of my home quickly, but I do want it gone quicker because it's been in my flat for too long and it's too big to keep moving everywhere. So I knew that I was going to put it on Facebook Marketplace for just a short period of time, probably like a fiver. And if I didn't sell it, then I'd probably take it to a charity shop anyway. But yes, I might get more than £5 for it. I might get £5 for it or more. But at the end of the day, I've decided I'm taking it to charity shop because I'd rather the charity shop be able to sell it, get the money for it, and support children. And Bernardo supports children. The actual there was a animal charity, but they're actually swamped with donations. They can't even take any more till the end of the week. They're not allowed to refuse them, but they said, that's great, but we can't take them until the end of the week. Well, there's no point in sending this stuff to them because they've got too much stock. They're not going to be able to sell it easily. And if Bernardo's know that, my local Bernardo's know that they can sell items very quickly like this, I'd rather give it to them, right? Because I'm actually helping other people. So I don't just sell items for the sake of selling. I sell pre-loved items, things that I've liked myself or things that are useful that I know other people like and enjoy. So this is when I say entrepreneurship and making money online is for the journey, because it's a journey that truly changes your life. And you can change someone else's life just by selling or giving away to charity your pre-loved items, because they're pre-loved and they will no doubt get a loving home somewhere else, and you'll make someone else happy. And this is what the world should be like. You should be thinking, how can I make someone else happy today? How can I make someone smile today? Right? So I would rather this go to charity and get a really good home and clear my home and be free of it than have it lingering around for another 1, 2 days, 3 weeks, however long it would take to sell it. And by the time I've actually photographed it, listed it, and uploaded it, I could have taken it to the charity shop and it could have sold to a kid or kid's mum or something. The kid's mum could have bought it for the kid and the kid could be so happy. It might be the best thing that they've had all year round because it is a beautiful eel. I'm really getting rid of it because my ex bought it me. And they were cuddling it and they were doing this with it and stuff like that and smiling. And I don't want that relationship wasn't healthy, and I don't want to be thinking about that guy. And I've got loads of cuddly toys, as you can see in the background, some of which I might need to let go of as well. And so it's just time to start clearing out stuff now, right? If you've got a move coming up, right, give stuff away for free. I know that sounds weird about I know that sounds weird because I say about making money online. This channel's about making money online, but sometimes the way you make more money online is by giving stuff away for free, because it clears out your home to make space for other things coming into your life. It clears out your home to make time for other things in your life. Because if your environment's cluttered, you can't have that free space. Therefore, things that go in that space take your time up because they take your space up. Do you understand the mindset, what I'm talking about? So what you need to do is you literally need to free your life and free your mind up as much as possible so you can let new things come into your life, right? And the law of attraction is, if you give to people, usually people want to give things to you, right? So the more you give, the more you should get back in return and receive from the universe, because you're giving. You're in a high energy vibration, giving to others, loving others, caring about what others are in a sense of caring about others, in the sense of I want them to be happy, not caring about others in the sense of you care what they think, as in, oh, I've got to watch what I say, I can't be myself, I can't do this, that, and the other because what will people think of me? That's not a good way to think. But caring about others in a high vibration way, where you're giving to someone, where you're thinking, I just want people to be happy. It's more important than money. I mean, at the end of the day, money doesn't make you happy in and of itself, but it does bring you happiness in the sense it can help buy things that you need in your life to make you happy. Right? So I do love money. I absolutely love money. I think money's a beautiful thing if it's used in the right way. And if you are happy with the amount of money you're getting, regardless of it's like £10,000 a month or £2,000 a month or £1,000 a month, or regardless if it's 50,000 or a million, whatever type of money is good for you is good for you, right? We don't all need to be millionaires, but it doesn't mean to say we all can't be millionaires, because anything is possible. And if you want to become a millionaire, you need to believe you can in the first place, right? The whole point of this video is you should give stuff to charity when it's been in your home far too long and you need to get rid of it. You need to get rid of it quickly because you've got a house move and there's just too much stuff to list online all the time and spend all your time, energy, and effort doing. When you want to free up your time, you just want things gone out of your home and you want it the quickest possible way, right? These are the times that you need to take stuff to charity shop. So you can change your mind about selling stuff online and decide the things you wanted to sell online, you literally are going to go and give to a charity shop. And I would urge you to do that. If you've had stock things in your home for a while that you can't get rid of online, go and take it to a charity shop, because at the end of the day, sat in your home for month after month is not doing you any good. It's not allowing you to have new stock in your if you are a person who actually buys stock for your business, it's not allowing you to get new stock in. It's just dead stock sat there wasting space. So go and get rid of it, right? And go and make someone else happy by giving it to someone who's really going to want what you've got. And that might be a charity shop where you literally are giving stuff relevant to that charity shop. Phone up, find out what they like, find out what they need, and then go and give it to them, because you're going to be seen as a friendly, caring person. That's going to put real goodness into the world, and everyone needs more goodness right now. So go and do it. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you for now. See you on the next video or live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you want more ideas on how to make money, make cash, and hit the bell icon so you get notified every time I go live like now or post a new video. Lots of love to you, and sharing is caring, so don't forget to share this video. Lots of love. Take care. Bye.